Hello collective, welcome to another music channeling. Let's dive into it. Okay, I've done a previous reading, okay, and that will be linked down below, if that makes sense. And let's get to your reading. You guys, your song is Total Eclipse of the Heart, okay? And I got some side messages. Somebody's pissed, it could be you or them. For the majority of you guys, this is twin flame related. And lastly, I got this song at the end of May, literally on the 30th, 31st, okay? So somebody really had it like, oh my god, they're at their wit's end. Side note, good morning, collective. Okay, hope you guys are doing well. I don't remember, but I could have mentioned zodiac signs in the previous readings. Okay, that could be relevant as well. But you have to go and check that out. I say this to say somebody's pissed, you're them. Let's see what it pertains to or what's relevant here in terms of this reading with the cards. We got leave in reverse or invert. So somebody is having a hard time leaving, okay? Something or somebody didn't leave properly. Is this a back and forth? Is somebody over it? Somebody's done. I'm tuning into lack of consistency. We got motion here. Somebody is tired of the back and forth. I think that's what they're pissed at. And somebody's kind of like, if you want to leave, leave. Okay, don't do this back and forth. You're them. So with that said, somebody's not taking any action. You're them. But things are changing. Things are changing. Somebody still feel like they can't leave yet, or you feel this way, and I feel like that's for the second specific insight. You are probably in a twin flame if that's the equation of when you do leave and you made up your mind or they made up their mind, but somehow you guys pull each other in. Congratulations, you have entered a twin flame fuckery of a relationship. Okay? So, on that note, cards for the twin flames. We got disclosed. It was a vertical, so some of you guys already know what this is. You're very much aware that this is a twin flame shenanigans of a relationship. For others, you're not aware of this, but you're about to find out. Okay? Somebody has fear, you and them. But like, even if you know, I think that is a little bit more easier to compartmentalize the journey. For others, you're like, oh my god, I cannot believe it's them. Or they're like, oh my god, they cannot believe it's you. Okay? But listen, you're the only one that can seduce them and entice them and mesmerize them like you do. The whole twin flame little, that's the running chaser dynamic, the recognition, the frequency, the kundalini energy, the love, the sex, the fights, the confusion, the all of that. For TT, Google twin flame, you and your person, your name is up there. It is up there. Yes, it's frightened, but you will overcome and you will make it there. Because remember, collective, it's supposed to grow you. It's for your highest and best good. And frankly, what I've noticed, if we do not evolve as human beings, we can at least evolve spiritually, and the twin flame journey does it both. So, you'll be fine. Buckle up. Okay? So the 30th of May or 31st, What's relevant based on the cards? When I got this tune, well, it's relevant. Somebody's realizing they don't want to be your soulmate anymore, and some realizing that they do want to be your soulmate. So it's either you or them. Whether they like you or not, whether you like them or not. Especially if it's one flame, you have to ride this journey out. And for others, well, you have to exit. What you can do is a cord cutting. But if it doesn't work, if you feel stuck, like I don't want to impose, but this could be. Listen, check with your spirit team if you want to know what type of relationship this is. Okay, I'm just here to give confirmation. Okay. Now, the song in itself, I will say this. It's an 80s song, well, obviously, but I read a little bit of the backstory. Like, I wanted to focus on the lyrics / title, but a little bit backstory. You can actually Google this. The person that wrote the song for the artist, he was actually very reluctant to work with her, and he just didn't think they would vibe. Like, just from even before he met her, he was like, her vibe is not my vibe. We don't have the same interests. And he kind of had to like test her to see if she would even match up to the song that he had. So it's almost like he was forced to work with her. And he said something where it's like he didn't even want to record the song. So he tested her a cappella on the piano. Like, she had to come to him and sing the tune on piano. But it was to test her. On that note, just, I feel like there's relevance here. Again, you and your person is giving, not too serious. You didn't think much of them, and vice versa. I feel you get some mutual agreement. If you guys are into a flame, this shit is a tarotmoment.com. Just like what I mentioned before with the artist and the song and the producer, you and the person, you guys were good when it came to certain aspect that you expected of each other, but then things started to become deep. It, almost like you were forced back together. In this case, by the universe or your spirit team, heavy on your virtual flame, and you're kind of like, oh my god, your eyes are opening that this is the person, and you're like, this will never work, this can't work. But just like the song that became like a huge hit globally, you and your twin flame is about to become a huge hit, collective. So you just have to ride the wave of it all. Movies could be very relevant as well. Yeah, the 70s, the 80s could be relevant. Like, in terms of you know how people be like, they like the 90s aesthetic, people love the 80s and 70s aesthetic. There's something where it's like a shared interest with you and this person, even if it was just like, keep it casual, keep it physical, keep it just based on I see you when I see you. You're much more similar than you guys realize, and I feel like this is what you don't want to realize. But going back on the actual song, to keep it very short, the artist sings and says that she hopes that this person turns around, but she's always having this fear of them seeing their darkness, their real self. And she has this in her imagination, if they just hold them, if they just look at them, it will be all right. Almost like being in a trance or illusion of, if you see my darkness, it will not be that bad, but they know it's going to be that bad. And this is my interpretation of it all. The fear is like, if my lover sees me for who I am, they're going to run away, and they know that it's going to run away, but they're hoping that they don't run away. That's what I'm getting from this song, okay? And I feel like that happened, but in the case of you and your person, you guys ran away, or they run away from you. But the thing is, you're supposed to go through this. You're supposed to face each other's darkness. You're supposed to trigger each other's darkness, whether you like it or not, okay? And that's scary, you know? That is scary. But let's see what your person want to tell you based on the cards. Again, you know? We got true love, but it wasn't reversed. So basically, they don't feel this right now, but it is your true love. And I feel like it goes back to the analogy I just said. The fear of seeing the truth, the darkness, all of it, don't want to face it, being scared of it, but knowing what it is. For instance, you feel like it's a twin flame, you don't want it to be because of the fuckery, but you know somewhere deep inside that they are. Exhibit A, collective, and don't want them to be my true love, but they feel like that you are their true love. It's like they can't deny it, even they are denying it, running away from it, being afraid of it. They can't run away from the truth. And trust me, they already have, so what's left is for them to face it. You're them. Okay? But I also feel like for some of you guys, it's not that deep because you might not be on the twin flame journey. Some of them are afraid for them to realize and confess about their feelings for you in this manner. Like, this is going to be a forever thing. Like, you know how you feel, you like somebody, you have a crush on somebody, you love somebody, and there's this anxiety and fear and nervousness to say this. But when you do, it's finally over, and it's like, okay, all that jitters is washed away. It wasn't that frightened to be with. But I will say, I feel like telling somebody that this is a true love is different when, actually no, it's not a different thing, but it's speaking these words for somebody, expressing it is crucial, because what if you don't feel the same, or what if they don't feel the same? But the energy between you and this person is that they know this is for real, they know this is a true love situation, and they want to talk about this, they want to express their love for this, or their honesty about this is supposed to be forever thing, but they're so afraid of rejection. Or even like mannerisms. Listen guys, some of you guys could have differences in belief system, right? Different paths, values, morals, but they cannot deny the love, and this is what they want to focus on. The chemistry is off the chart, but like, this is the thing. Are you in this energy? Somebody wants to express how they feel, and the nervousness and the fears of doing so is the energy right now. Will they say that you're the true love? No, but they already know and feel like it is, which makes them feel like they want to express it, but they can't really go full on. They have to be on maybe 25. For some, maybe on a 50 scale of this is going to be forever, for the fear of the reaction. Okay? You're done. So on that note, I feel like that's a blockage. Somebody wants to express, but they're afraid about the reaction. Okay? So let's do a little initial. New Zealand could also be relevant. Somebody could have the name Angelica. I almost forgot. I don't know if I remember. Well, let's see what I wrote down in my notes. Somebody's upset, pissed that you're not recognizing them. You're done. Yeah, I think that's the title. Yeah, upset because you're not recognizing them as their person, whether it's from flame or soulmate. Or you're pissed about this lack of recognition. Listen, guys, if you're twin flame, this is your second lifetime. Okay, if you're not twin flames, well, sayonara. There will not be a back and forth. There will not be a confusion. I'm gonna tell you this: if you are intuitive, if you're determined, a cord cutting will do. Okay, a cord cutting can't do well with a twin flame. I have to be honest, it cannot. So you know where you're at based on your journey with this person. Okay, remember this: you guys are sacred. Even if it doesn't feel so physically, you are on a spiritual level very sacred to each other, okay, and to the journey. First, middle, last initials collective. On that note, when everything settles down, you and your person is going to have a deep ass conversation which is going to lead to reconciliation, or after reconciliation there's going to be this deep ass conversation. Okay, for a lot of you guys, is the past person that the cord cutting didn't work out, as in you can't get rid of them, they can't get rid of you, so you guys are forced to have this talk, you were forced to see each other again. Why? Because there is still a cycle you guys need to finish. Most importantly, the twin flames. Most importantly, the twin flames. Okay? Collective, thank you for watching. And good luck on the journey that is life.